third period.
Okay, real quick. Okay. Now, on topic 4.3, this kind of puts everything together. Okay. I thought I had a pen, but I don't. Okay, we'll start with what we did on 4.1. Okay, we're given a box. Okay. What times what gives me x squared?
X.
X times x. X times what is negative 6x?
Negative 6.
Negative 6.
Negative 6.
Okay. What times x is 3x?
3.
3. Is 3 times negative 6 negative 18? Yes, so we factored it correctly. Okay, it says product. That's when we added everything together and had to combine like terms. So I have 1x squared. What is negative 6x plus 3x? When I combine these, what's that? Negative 3x. And what's left? Minus 18. Very good. The factors are what we have on top. What are the factors and the side?
6x.
X plus 3 and
X plus negative 6.
x minus 6. Okay? That's what we did on 4.1. On what we just did, okay, we wrote the numbers that give a sum of negative 5x and a product of negative 50x squared. Now, the product is negative. What does that tell me? One's positive and one's negative. Okay, what can we multiply together to get 50? 1 times 50, 2 times 25, 5 times 10. Now, if I make one of those negative, I need the sum, or when I add them together, to be negative 5s. Do I have the right numbers written down right now?
Yes.
Which one?
5x negative 10x.
5x and 10x. Which one do I need to make negative?
10.
The 10. Because when I add those up, that's negative 5. Now, number 3, we kind of put the whole thing together. Okay? Now, you're going to be given a trinomial, like we have right here. Okay? The x squared goes in this box every time. Or the first term always can go in the first box every time. The 32 goes in the bottom box, the bottom right box. So 32 goes right there. Now, we have to figure out, we do not know what goes in this box. What does sums to mean? Add. It's going to add to whatever the middle term is. What's the middle term in this trinomial? 12x. And multiplies together to be whatever the first term times the last term is. What is 32 times x squared? 32x squared. Okay, so now we have to use what we just did. We have multiplies together to be positive 32x squared. Once again, the product is positive. What does that tell me?
That the product is positive.
The product is positive. But what does that tell me about my two numbers I'm looking for? They're either both positive or both negative. But the sum is positive. So are we dealing with positive or negative numbers? Positive. What multiplies together to give me 32? 1 and 32. 2 and... What's 32 divided by 2? 16. Well, 3 go into that? I don't think so. 4 and 8. Okay, have we found it already? Any of those add together to be 12? Which one? 4 and 8. So we're looking for 4x and 8x. Those two numbers that we came up with go in these two boxes. It doesn't matter which one you put where. I'm just going to put the 4x here and the 8x here. Okay. Now, okay, we do just what we did the other day. What times what gives me x squared? X times x. Very good. X times what is 8x? X times 8. Very good. What times x is 4x? 4 is 4 times 8, 32. Yes, that tells me right there I factored it right. What are the factors? What does it say across the top?
X plus 4.
X plus 4 times
X plus 8.
x plus 8. Very good. Good there. Okay. Same thing. First thing, put these in the box correctly. What goes here?
2y.
2y squared. What goes in the bottom box?
6.
6. They're going to add together to be what? What's the middle term? What does that say? Negative 7y. And multiplies together to be, what is 2y squared times 6?
12y.
12y squared. Okay? So now, they multiply together to be positive. What does that tell me? What two numbers, what can I multiply together to give me a positive answer? A positive times a positive, or a negative times a negative. Now, are we going to be, since they add together to be negative 7y, am I going to be dealing with positive numbers or negative numbers? Negative. Very good. Okay, what can we multiply? What negative numbers can we multiply to give me 12? Oh, that should be a y, I'm sorry. To get 12y squared. Negative 1y and negative 12y. Good.
Yeah.
What else?
2 and 6.
Negative 2y and negative 6y. Anything else? Negative 3y and negative 4y. Now, will any of those add together to be negative 7? Okay, right here. Okay, so these go in these two boxes. I'll put negative 3y here and negative 4y there. Now, what can we multiply together to get 2y squared? Okay, so y and 2y. Now, where do I need to put the 2? Do I need to put it on top or on the side? If I put it on the side, does 2 go into 3? No, so I have to put it on the top. So 2y times y. 2y times what is negative 4y? Very good. Negative 2. Okay, now we go over here. What times y is negative 3y? Negative 3. Very good. Is negative 3 times negative 2 positive 6?
What?
Is negative 3 times negative 2 positive 6?
Yes.
Yes. So we factored it right. What are my factors?
2y subtract
2y minus 3 times
3. Y subtract 2.
y minus 2. Very good. Okay. Christian. Okay. Number 5. Number 5. What do I need to put in the first box? S squared. Bottom box. Negative 48. Okay. They're going to add together to be what? 2s, and multiply together to be
Negative S squared.
negative. No, multiply those together.
Oh my god.
So what does that get?
Negative 48.
Negative 48 s squared. Okay. Let's come up now. They multiply together to be negative. What does that tell me?
Yeah, we're about to work negative.
How many are negative?
Well,
One. There's one negative and one positive. That's what that tells me. Okay. What can we multiply together to get negative 48 and adds together to be 2? Okay. Think of the factor. What goes? Let's just 1 and 48. What's 48 divided by 2? 24. Or I don't know if 3 will.
12.
Yep, 3 and 16. Okay, 4 will. That's 4 and 12. Okay, 5 won't. Will 6. Yep. Okay. Now, if I make one of those negative, will they add to? Will one of those add together to be 2s? Yes? No? Maybe? Guys, which ones do I need to look at? Or do I need to keep going?
Keep going.
6 and 8.
6 and 8. Which one do I need to make negative? The 6. Negative 6s and 8s. So those go in the box. Doesn't matter which one. Okay. Then once you get here, what times what is s squared? Talk, guys. What times what is s squared? S times s. S times what is 8s?
S.
Okay. What times s is negative 6s? Negative 6. And negative 6 times 8 is negative 48. So that tells me I factored it correctly. My factors are, what does it say across the top?
8 minus 6. I mean S, my bad.
It says, what does that say?
S.
S minus 6 times, what does it say on the side?
S minus
S plus 8. Very good.
8. Oh.
Alright? Yes, sir.
Is it right if we put the s minus 6 before the s?
Yeah, it's multiplied together, so it's the same thing. Okay? Number 6. Okay, we're not given a box, so the first thing I would do is draw a box. Okay? Let's talk a little bit here. Okay? What goes here?
3x squared.
3x squared. I need more than one person. Let's go. Or I'll start calling you individual. What goes here? Negative 6. Okay? They're going to add together to be the middle term. What's the middle term? Negative 7x. Good. They're going to multiply together to be whatever that is. Multiplied together. What is that? Negative 18 x squared. Okay. Now we have to figure out what goes in these two boxes. What? Now, it multiplies together to be negative 18. So that tells me what? How do I get a negative? If I multiply one negative and one positive. Good. Okay. So now, factors of 18 that add together to be 7. We have 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6. Okay. Now, if I make one of those negative, will it add together to be negative 7? Which two do I need to look at?
2 and 9.
2 and 9. Which one do I need to make negative?
2.
to be negative 7. Which one? 9.
I just said.
Alright. So once again, I'll put negative 9x there, put 2x there. Okay, now, what can I multiply together to get 3x squared? 3x and x. Where do I need to put the 3x? Do I need to put it on the top or the side? On the side. Okay, because 3x will not go into 2. X times what is 2x? 2. What times 3x is negative 9x?
3.
Is negative 9? Negative 3. Good. Okay, so now my factors are x minus 3 times 3x plus 2. Okay, I want to show you 7 real quick. Okay, because you can do this a number of different ways. I know it's written funny, but, okay, what's the first term? What's the first term in the trinomial right now? What's the first? 70. I can put that in that box. What's the last term? Negative t squared. Okay.
Why you put it like that?
Well, just because I'm just showing you that it works. Okay. They're going to add together to be the middle term. What's the middle term? What's the middle term? Negative 3t. Okay. And when I multiply these together, what do I get? What's that? Negative 70 t squared. Okay. Now, when we multiply them together, it's negative. That tells me one negative, one positive. Okay. Think of the factors of 70. 1 and 70, or 7 and 7 times what? This 70. 10. Okay. So which two of those am I looking at? 7 and 10 or 1 and 70? 7 and 10. Okay. Now, they're going to add together to be negative 3t. Which one has to be negative? Add together to be negative 3. Which one do I need to make negative? What's that? You're right. What'd you think? 10. Okay. Okay. So let's put these in the box. Okay. Now, what times what is going to give me 70? 10 and 7, right? Where do I need to put the 7? On top. 7 times what is 7t? 7 times what is 7t? T. Good. What times 10 is negative 10t? Negative t is negative t times t, negative t squared. Yes. So my factors are 7 minus t times 10 plus t. Now, but what I would have done, which is fine, I mean you can do it like that, what I would do on number 8 is rewrite it before I started. How could I rewrite this to be in standard form? How could I rewrite this one? 6x squared plus 17x plus 5. Now does it look a little bit more like the other one? Okay. Blake, you got quiet.
Huh? What?
You got quiet.
What you mean?
You're not talking. What goes here? 6x squared here, 5, adds together to be the middle term, 17x, and multiplies together to be what? 30x squared. Very good. Okay. Hopefully, before too long, you can look at these and go, well, I'm dealing with, who knows what the factors we're looking for right now, just by looking at it. Think of what multiplies together to be 30 that can add together to be 17. It's not 1 and 30. 15 and what?
15 times 2.
15 times 2. Very good. So 15x and 2x. Okay? Now, what am I going to use to multiply together to get 6x squared?
3. No.
X.
Could I go,
X.
okay, let's try it real quick. Will 6 go into 2?
No.
Will 6 go into 15?
No.
No, so can I use those? No, what else goes into 6? She's right. You were right a minute ago. 3 and 2, right?
Why don't you just use that then?
Okay, well, okay. Where do I need to put the 3 and where do I need to put the 2?
3 on the
2 on top.
Wait, why?
Because 3 won't go into 2.
Oh, I forgot.
Okay. Now, 2x times what is 2x?
X.
No, it's not. That's 2x squared. 2x times what is 2x? 1. Good. What times 3x is 15x? 5. Is 5 times 1 5?
I don't know.
Yes.
Is it? So the factors are 2x plus 5 times 3x plus 1.